Hello, good evening. I'm Wes, the Explosion.
I'm Sam.
Then playing more Metroid Dread. I do have to confess,
You
I had
didn't
like,
practice.
oh, I meant to, right? Is like the whole thing. I totally meant to, and it was like 5 minutes before you arrived, and I was like, oh wait a second, wasn't there something I was supposed to do to shit?
Quiet as a mouse.
Did you just happen to notice, for absolutely no reason, that I was down here?
This is
Not making any noise. I just want to go that way.
I was gonna say hopefully he continues on the upward path, but then he immediately
Yeah,
flipped
it was just kind of
around.
like for no reason. I did nothing to indicate I was down there.
He was like, you know what? I don't want to go up. I want to take the bottom path. Oh, there he is.
You know how you're kind of getting tired of people being like the Switch 2 for like their
Yeah.
predictions?
I just got another poll about it the other day. What part of the year I think it's coming, and I put, not this year.
I think there's a fair chance that it will. I think the one that's getting me though is just all the people being like Black and White 2, you know, like Gen 5 remakes. Because they're just being like, I think that the obvious thing that's going to happen eventually might actually happen finally, right?
Yeah.
And I guess that's still the same thing with, but you know, like nobody's actually saying anything interesting where they're like, I think it'll be just purely a a black and white remake, and they will actually do, you know, Black 2 and White 2 remakes separate.
That's what they're gonna do. They love money very much. I don't see them putting them together, though.
Okay, well that's interesting. And hey, you know what? What you've just said is more concrete than like what anybody else has said, right?
Yeah. Fire Emblem community is still talking about maybe
Uh,
FE4 getting remade this year. I kind of feel like it might be next year instead, but...
well, I guess we'll see.
Because Engage was only last year.
It's also, you know, all this talk is also kind of making me think that I should just be bullshit, like, at least several times a year.
It's happening, guys. I swear.
Mega Man dating game. Next year, it's gonna happen. Gonna be able to date Iris and the Colonel and X and Zero and Sigma and Vile.
Oh my goodness!
Run! Run!
Not the water!
You know what?
He has no idea.
You just go on, you get on out of here. Okay.
Very slowly.
Oh, awesome.
Phase 2?
Yeah, this is... if you would have played Fusion, you'd know how epic this is.
Is that a fusion enemy?
A lot of times when you beat, like, an X-Parasite taking the form of, like, another creature, it would have, like, a big, dumb, like, you know, nucleus form like that.
You got the storm missile.
Yeah, this is pretty dope, actually.
Is it electric?
It's not really. It's just dope, okay? It's just dope.
Knocks on up to 5 targets.
Yes, if they all stand very accommodatingly. We told you about some of the shows we were banned from watching when we were kids, right?
Yeah, like Zatch Bell.
Yes,
All
Zatch
about the
Bell.
power of friendship.
You know who's got the power. You know who's got to cast that spell. Courage and heart cannot be lost or torn apart. But because they were like, I think Momotos were actually called, like, you know, demons in Japanese, so they did change that. But it was one of the just like, they're magic children from another dimension. That's wrong. I mean, we were also banned from Dragon Ball for a time, but that was because of the high level of violence.
The regular show is an American cartoon.
Well, honestly, I think, like, I honestly do think, and I think it offends Mom a little bit when I say this, But after, like, by the fourth kid, I think there was a good bit of I do not give a fuck.
Yeah, because I watched Dragon Ball Z and Gundam Wing when I was pretty little.
I'm not sure if we were ever banned from Gundam Wing.
That seems like one that would get banned.
Just because it was about war.
Yeah. And Hero's edgy a lot of the time. So now you're in Ice World?
No. This is actually the place that I was at earlier. It has frozen over. I need to get over there, though. Did you see that?
Did you do that?
No. Why would I do that, Sam?
I don't know how that happened. You killed Freezy McFreeze Pants.
Oh, okay. I kill one guy with ice powers, and all of a sudden, everything's my fault?
I just think it seems a little like, who else would have frozen this over?
I want to find some way to turn this into you somehow being bigoted.
Down there.
Oh, yeah, I'll just swing through nice, like an asshole.
No, maybe you shouldn't have frozen it over.
Again, this probably isn't my fault.
Until I see proof otherwise, I'm gonna keep blaming Samus.
Okay, like, I needed to come here, though, right?
All I'm saying is that everything's frozen over, and you're the only one I've seen in a while who has ice powers. So...
Did you see me blow up everything with my missiles? I actually did think I was gonna enter... I might have talked about this before. But, you know, I 100%ed Mario Wonder, which I think that was like... No, Galaxy. Galaxy was the first Mario game that I 100%ed, right?
Stinking Luigi.
My point is... I did stink in Mario Wonder, then I went back and, you know, collected, like, the last few cat shines that I needed in Bowser's Fury. And I was like, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna be a Mario guy. I'm gonna, you know, do all of them, and then, you know. And maybe I will someday. There is a large part of me that would like to 100% some of the Mario games. Maybe not the NES ones, because I don't think that's so much the point. Like, you just kind of play the NES ones, you know?
Yeah. I like the Wii.
Honestly, with that, it's more about doing it as quickly as possible. Samus just wins because she's awesome.
Oh my goodness, it was an X.
Well, yes, everything is an X.
And she backflipped.
So anyway, this was stopping the flow of lava, making everything get frozen.
Oh, it was
I bet you
that
feel like
guy.
an asshole. I bet you feel like an asshole blaming Samus for everything being frozen like that.
Well,
Apologize.
that guy was cool.
Oh, okay. But, I can't believe you.
She's got a human dad, a bird dad, no Metroid dad.
No, the Metroid was kind of her kid.
Metroid lore is weird.
It's a little weird. Are you invested?
It's a little weird to... I don't know. Some stuff feels a little bit like, wouldn't it be cool if she was this, and also this, and then she awakened into this? I was like, yeah,
She was a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. She was a Super Metroid.
and then her dad was a bird.
Oh, darn it.
Was that your
I
chance?
was... I think it was. Honestly, I just wasn't expecting that. I'm like, oh, it's the cutscene, right?
Handsome animation, nice. You got speed running in you yet. Oh, she's going for it.
I think this now is just the damn cutscene. Quiet Robe was...
He was a real one.
He was so, he's a good friend. He's possibly your dad, maybe.
He's one of your 8 dads.
He might have been one of your 4 dads. Actually, 3 dads. The Metroid DNA came from your kid.
No, but your dad, your Adam dad,
Oh, we're counting Adam as a dad. That actually does make sense.
And
Okay.
your two bird dads
Yeah.
who did not love each other very much.
Just like imagine like a very, very weird episode of like Maury. You are the father.
He's just going down the list.
And then he's like, oh, here's another one. It's like, I don't really see what the point is. You are the father? And then another one is like, you are also the father?
And by the fourth, it's just like, yeah.
Well, like the fourth one, it's like, okay, you're not her biological father, but by like the laws, you were her you were her legal guardian, so I guess you're the fucking father too. I need to retire.